Many of you are excited to see the new Sono Motors solar electric car, but it has been killed. It's dead and buried. I'm sad to say it, but it has happened. And many of you are saying there's a reason for that. It was never going to work. Solar panels in cars, solar PV on cars doesn't work. There's all these reasons why. And I think you're wrong. The reason being, these so-called engineers who think they know it all actually just aren't aware of the technology that's been revealed recently. So what happened to Sono Motors? Will they live on or will they go bankrupt? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. I'm coming to you from Bangkok in Thailand. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. We do have a merch store. Check out the merch. It's just dropped. There's a whole bunch of new merch there. And people are buying certain types of merch that I think it's like basically saying, you know what? If you haven't seen this change, you're a moron, and it's kind of fun to see. Ice is dead. That's one of the most popular merch items. There's a couple of different designs for the Ice is Dead jerseys or Ice is Dead t-shirts. Really cool gift, by the way, if you've got a partner who's into the electric revolution, into electric cars, just into being intelligent in general. Check out the merch store. I'll put a link in the description below. All profits that we make about 10% in profit. All of those go to my wife's cancer fund to help pay for her medical treatments. Sono Motors has killed the Sion Solar EV. Many people are very disappointed. It's put the program up for sale, and the German startup says it's going to focus on retrofitting and integrating its solar technology onto third-party vehicles. Basically meaning it'll do it for manufacturers or it'll do it for you. You can go to them and they'll install it on your car for you. Now, Sono Motors killed this project. The EV startup has announced, effective today, they're saying the company will pivot its business model to exclusively retrofitting and integrating its solar technology onto third-party vehicles. Sono Motors says the termination of the Sion program reflects a decision to focus on a capital-light business model in light of depressed capital market conditions. Is that the true reason? Is it because of depressed capital market conditions? Maybe they're not getting enough funding. Maybe they needed the funding to continue to develop this vehicle. Realistically, I think it's what Elon Musk said. Love him or hate him, he was right. It's very hard to mass manufacture EVs at scale, to mass manufacture vehicles, period, and make a profit. It's very, very difficult. You need to produce at least 500,000 per year in order to break even. Just to break even, that's the industry estimates, right? But if you're making 85 different models like some manufacturers are, you need to produce a lot more than 500,000 per year. You need to be doing millions at least. Now, Sion Solar EV placed a heavy burden on the company's budget since an estimated 90% of the funding needs for 2023 were generated by the solar passenger car project. The Munich-based company noted that it is now implementing a significant cost reduction program given the resource-intensive nature of the Sion program, including personnel requirements. In other words, it's firing a lot of its employees. Unfortunately, it has no choice. In this context, Sono Motors plans to lay off approximately 300 staff. So you might have ordered one of their vehicles. I mean, there's 45,000 reservations. The company has announced a buyback plan to reimburse in various installments, including a bonus over the next 2 years. Will you really be reimbursed? Don't know. Sorry, it's impossible to say. Here's what they said. Even though we had to terminate our original passion project, the Sion program, shifting our entire focus to business solar solutions provides us with an opportunity to continue to create innovative products in the solar space. It was a difficult decision, and despite more than 45,000 reservations and pre-orders for the Sion, we were compelled to react to the ongoing financial market instability and streamline our business. Now, I don't really like this statement. By saying we were compelled to react to the ongoing financial market instability, that's just like politicians speak. It's not really telling the truth. It's not really like Sion saying, you know what, we're just going to say exactly how it is. This is what happened. We don't have enough money to produce this project. This is why. This is the challenge we come up against. That's the kind of information that I think people would appreciate. I don't think people are going to say, Sion Motors, we hate you because you told us the truth. People would really like to hear exactly why this project failed. Inside EV says that Sion Solar EV may not be gone for good though. Sono Motors said the success of the Sion's 18 vehicle series validation program proved that the concept of a solar electric vehicle does work. As a result, it intends to sell the program, and it remains to be seen if that will actually happen. Would Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, would any of them be willing to buy it? Personally, I have an order in for a solar EV, the Aptera, being produced in the United States. Will that company actually end up hitting production and making the car? I think it will. But you know me, I'm an optimist for this kind of stuff. The company added that it will continue to utilize patented technology developed in the Sion program in its ongoing integration and retrofit business. Sono Motors aims to focus specifically on buses and third-party OEM cars, in addition to refrigerator trucks and recreational vehicles. And you're probably thinking to yourself, nah, this isn't going to work. I mean, how many people are going to go and get their car retrofitted with solar panels? Well, maybe a lot. Think about it this way. The average person only does around 25 kilometers of driving per day. I mean, that's not very far. The average person doesn't live in, super cold, cloudy places. I mean, much of the planet lives in areas where there's a lot of sun. If you think about it, much of the planet live in apartments. So a lot of people living in apartments may get the majority of their energy needs from the sun. It would be perfect for these people if they could just park their car on the street or something like that during the day. Then they wouldn't need necessarily to have access at their home to charging. It solves that issue for a lot of people. That's what I love about solar cars. Now, Sono say they are currently working as a development partner and supplier with 23 companies across 10 countries in Europe, Asia, and the United States. Customers include Mitsubishi Europe, Chiro, Scania, and MAN Truck and Bus. Sono Motors will scale up its technology, starting with the introduction of the next generation of its mass market ready retrofit solution for cleaner public transportation. The solar bus kit planned for the second quarter of 2023. The company's solar solutions include hardware such as power electronics and software. Now here's a comment that a solar man who claims he's an expert on solar made. And you can make up your own mind about this, but I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Same mistake, different product application. Solar PV has been proven very reliable in fixed applications using racking and framed panels on roofs and as ground mount generation facilities. When one integrates solar PV cells into vehicle body panels, heating, cooling cycles, general in-use vibrations and body flex while in operation will eventually crack and degrade the cells to the point of being useless. Bottom line, the cost of integration in body panels does not in any way, shape or form justify the small amount of energy generated every day. Now, according to Sono Motors specifications, the average amount of range you can expect to see added to your vehicle per day is 34 kilometers or 21 miles. Considering the average person does about that distance or a little bit less than that per day, well, it sounds good to me. And here's the thing, Solar Man. I've seen your comments. You're usually a pretty negative kind of guy. You're usually the kind of guy who says things won't work. But guess what? Entrepreneurs are not the kind of guy who sit around on forums saying things won't work. You're clearly not an entrepreneur, my friend. And I'll tell you why that is. Because on this YouTube channel, I have disclosed innovations in solar PV technology, which you clearly have ignored or simply decided they won't work because you're a pessimist. That's a fact. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. These new solar panel PV innovations include the new fabric solar PV, which people say will solve all of these issues. Now, this is one of many solar PV innovations currently on the market or about to hit the market. There are many solutions to this problem. I've talked about them on the channel. If you want to hear more about those solar PV innovations, make sure you subscribe, ring that little icon notification bell, and you'll see more videos about it very soon. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Bye.